Someone cuts you off in traffic. Your coworker takes credit for your work. Your partner says that one thing they know triggers you, and you feel it. That heat rising in your chest, that tightness in your jaw, that voice in your head screaming, "You're about to lose it." But what if I told you that anger isn't something that happens to you? It's something you're choosing, even if it doesn't feel like a choice. And once you understand that, you can stop it completely. Not suppress it, not bottle it up, actually stop it from happening in the first place. Today, I'm going to show you how to never get angry again, not by controlling your emotions, but by controlling your mind. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about what anger actually is. Most people think anger just happens. Someone does something, you get angry. Automatic. But that's not how it works. Anger is a secondary emotion. It's a reaction to something else, usually fear, hurt, or feeling out of control. Think about the last time you got really angry. What was actually happening? Someone disrespected you? That's hurt. Someone threatened your security? That's fear. Someone made you feel powerless? That's loss of control. Your brain translated those feelings into anger because anger feels powerful. It feels like control. It feels better than feeling vulnerable. But here's the truth. Anger is weakness disguised as strength. When you're angry, you're not in control. You're reacting. You're emotional. You're operating from your most primitive brain. And that primitive brain, it's designed to keep you alive, not to make you happy, not to help you succeed, just to survive. So it responds to threats with fight or flight, and anger is the fight response. But here's what most people don't realize. You're not actually being threatened most of the time. Your survival isn't at stake when someone cuts you off. Your life isn't in danger when someone disagrees with you. But your brain treats it like it is. And that's the problem. So, let's break down the pattern. Something happens, an external event. Your brain interprets that event as a threat. Your body responds with a stress response. Adrenaline, cortisol, elevated heart rate, and then you feel anger. Most people stop there. They think the event caused the anger. Direct line, cause and effect. But there's a step you're missing. The most important step. Between the event and the anger, there's a thought. Someone cuts you off, you think, that's disrespectful. They don't value my time. Who do they think they are? Boom, anger. Your coworker takes credit, you think, they're stealing from me. This is unfair. I'm not respected here. Boom, anger. Your partner says something, you think, they're attacking me. They don't appreciate me. Here we go again. Boom, anger. See the pattern? It's not the event, it's your interpretation of the event. And here's the powerful part. You control your interpretation. Not easily, not automatically, but you can. And once you learn how, you can stop anger before it even starts. All right, so how do you actually do this? Step 1. Catch the thought. The moment something happens that would normally make you angry, pause, just for 1 second. Notice the thought that's forming. They're disrespecting me. This is unfair. They're doing this on purpose. Whatever it is, catch it. Step 2. Challenge the thought. Ask yourself, is this actually true, or is this a story I'm telling myself? Because most of the time, it's a story. The person who cut you off, they probably didn't even see you. They're not thinking about you. They're thinking about where they're going. Your coworker who took credit, maybe they're insecure. Maybe they don't even realize what they did. Maybe they're struggling. Your partner who said that thing, maybe they're tired. Maybe they didn't mean it the way you heard it. Maybe they're dealing with something you don't know about. You don't know their story. You don't know their intention. But your brain fills in the blanks, and it usually fills them in with the worst possible interpretation. So, challenge that. Step 3. Reframe it. Choose a different interpretation. One that doesn't make you the victim. One that doesn't make them the villain. Traffic example? They're in a hurry. Maybe they're having a rough day. This doesn't affect my life in any meaningful way. Work example? They're insecure. This says more about them than me. I know my value. Partner example? They're stressed. This isn't about me. We can talk when we're both calm. Same event, different thought, different outcome. No anger. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds fake. I'm lying to myself. No, you're choosing truth over assumption. Because the truth is, you don't know why people do what they do. You're already making up a story. You're just choosing a story that serves you instead of destroys you. But let's be real. In the moment, this is hard. When you feel that anger rising, logic goes out the window. Your body is flooded with chemicals. Your brain is in fight mode. So, here's a practical technique that actually works. The 10-second pause. When you feel anger coming, stop. Physically stop. Don't speak. Don't move. Just stop. Count to 10, slowly, in your head. 1, 2, 3. While you count, focus on your breathing. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Here's what's happening. You're giving your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain, time to catch up with your amygdala, the emotional part. You're interrupting the automatic response. And in those 10 seconds, you create space. Space to think. Space to choose. After 10 seconds, ask yourself, will this matter in a year, in a month, in a week? And the answer is almost always no. Most of the things we get angry about are completely irrelevant to our lives. They're momentary, fleeting, forgettable. But we let them hijack our peace. We let them ruin our day. We let them damage our relationships. For what? For ego, for being right, for the temporary satisfaction of expressing outrage. It's not worth it. Now, this isn't a one-time fix. This is a practice. You're rewiring decades of conditioning. You're changing automatic patterns. That takes time. So, here's how to build the habit. First, start small. Don't try to master your anger in high-stakes situations right away. Practice with small annoyances. Traffic, slow lines, minor inconveniences. Use those as training. Catch the thought, challenge it, reframe it, pause. Build the muscle when the stakes are low, so when the stakes are high, you're ready. Second, reflect at the end of each day. Ask yourself, what made me angry today? What was I really feeling? What story was I telling myself? Write it down, get it out of your head. You'll start to see patterns, the same triggers, the same stories, the same fears. And once you see them clearly, they lose power. Third, practice empathy. Not for other people, for yourself. When you do get angry, and you will, don't beat yourself up. Don't tell yourself you failed. Just notice, learn, move forward. Anger is human. You're not trying to become emotionless. You're trying to become conscious. You're trying to respond instead of react. And that's a lifelong practice. Here's what I need you to understand. You can't control what happens to you. You can't control other people. You can't control circumstances. But you can control your mind. And your mind controls everything else. Your emotions, your reactions, your peace. Anger is giving your power away. It's letting external events dictate your internal state. But when you master your mind, you take that power back. You become unshakable, not because nothing bothers you, but because you choose what bothers you. And that's freedom. So, here's what I want you to do. The next time you feel anger rising, use the 10-second pause. Just try it once. Stop, breathe, count to 10. Then ask, what am I really feeling? What story am I telling? Is this worth my peace? You'll be surprised how often the answer changes everything. Drop a comment and tell me, what's your biggest anger trigger? Let's talk about it. And if this resonated, subscribe, because we're building a community of people who refuse to let emotions control their lives. You control your mind. You control your life. Let's prove it.